The very best competition in America.
And they have dominated the conference they're in, the SWAC. They feature a point guard who their coach Mike Davis says may be one of the 10 best in the nation, Demontrae Jefferson.
Well, he is tiny, only 5'7", but averaging 22 points a game. More importantly, shooting 48% from beyond the arc.
Meanwhile, the Clemson Tigers getting a great start for Dante Grantham in his senior season, averaging better than 17.
He has been smooth, solid in every phase of the game, Pete.
And Grantham and the Tigers trying to go to 5-1 and win their third in as many regular season games here in Littlejohn this season. As we tip it off, Elijah Thomas for the Tigers against the 7-2 Trayvon Reed of Texas Southern. Our starting lineups, including Reed averaging a double-double coming in terms of points and rebounds, second time this season.
Well, it looks like Clemson's game plan is to post Grantham up down low and bring Eli, let him bring the big guy, Trayvon Reed, away from the basket.
Park can be a matchup issue on the wing at 6'4". Mitchell defending Jefferson. Little lob for the big fella who taps it on in there, and Trayvon Reed will head to the line. Foul inside. Thomas finishing inside. That's become a nice weapon here early on, even with the 7-2 Reed defending for Texas Southern.
You got to love that. They're going right at the big guy.
Jefferson, quick move on Grantham, and he finishes before Thomas. 1 out of 2 for Mitchell. 3-point game.
It's all about timing, Pete. Not necessarily the jinx, but it's all about timing. He was off balance and everything else on that first shot. It looks like Clemson's jump switching on Jefferson. Every time he comes off the screen, they switch. He's too quick.
Oh, what a feed. What a feed he does that time. The Michigan transfer was 50% on 9 out of 18 a year ago for the Wolverines, and now he's 5 out of 7 for the Tigers so far in the early part of the campaign. Back to a 2-point deficit for Clemson.
It was a big basket.
Drains it. Trap came out. Coaching either Indiana UAB or as an assistant. And that time, Gabe DeVoe from the other wing. Just like that, we're tied back up at 25 all.
It's a good basketball game. Both teams playing hard on the defensive end and making plays.
Jefferson thought about it and almost was able to blow by Trapp, and they'll get the freshman out of Columbia, Clyde Trapp, with his.
That is perfect form right there, shooting the basketball. Straight up, straight down, great balance. Elbow into the basketball. Good job by Gabe DeVoe.
Jefferson shooting the 1-and-1. And we see Texas Southern just 14 fouls on them so far. Dante Jefferson at 70% from the line. Missed 2 games early in the year due to suspension. Those against Ohio. Lewis on Trapp, and Clyde Trapp takes it away. Ahead to Grantham. And Dante slipped past the 5'7" Jefferson. Little throwdown the other way to the 7'2" Reed, who says, take that. And the Auburn transfer is fouled. Second year in the program, but he redshirted last year. Jefferson, top scorer for Texas Southern, trying to add to his day, and he knocks down the 3. Grantham, quiet day scoring for him, but he was able to get a field goal, and he's now slowly pushing his way to a 10-point game. He's got 8 so far.
That's a great curl cut by Grantham off the screen by Eli Thomas.
Look at Jefferson. That factors in because there's so many marquee games early in the year that even though other teams also have lousy records as they do, they've still played December schedule against who they play. It is going to be something. Nice job, Jefferson, off the quick turnover. Wow. 6 quick points for Jefferson, turning a 17-point deficit into a 73-62 ball game in Texas Southern.
It's another case where they were overpassing a little bit. Gabe DeVoe had a 4-footer right in front of the basket.
Texas Southern, before getting blown out 114-71 at Kansas the other night, as the feed goes down low in the finish by Sanders. They had lost by 13-18 free throw. 1 out of 2 for Dante, still a 3-possession game. Jefferson. Quickness blows by the Tiger defenders. And it's a 2-possession game. I'm sorry, it's a 7.
Making that freshman mistake we talked about earlier. He's played well, though.
Turnover for the Tigers, who now have 19 in the game. That's well above their 12.6 average. Demontrae Jefferson sees the defense come. He's not worried about the shot clock, and reach and foul. It'll be, again, marked about getting to 1,000, and that would only be in 3 seasons playing. The first season, of course, for Marquise Reed or Robert Morris. For the Texas Southern, as a team 16 out of 18 on free throws. This guy Jefferson 2 out of 3, and he gets the roll. There's Terrell McIntyre. Played on those really good Rick Barnes teams. He wasn't part of the Slab 5. He and Harold Jamison and others arrived at Clemson the year after that. And Terrell McIntyre went to either an NCAA or an NIT tourney in his 4 years in the Clemson program. So now it's a 2-possession game. 5-point Texas Southern deficit after the 2 free throws by